Hi y'all. Sorry I'm very heavily backlit right now. Currently sitting in my living room and I haven't filmed anything for YouTube in quite a minute. I honestly can't remember the last time I filmed something for YouTube. And I don't know if this will ever see the light of day or if this will ever go on my channel, but I was leaving work today and I just felt like I wanted to film a little something. I don't know how else to put it. And I don't know why it makes me sad, so I just tear up a little bit thinking about it, but this is a hobby that I used to really enjoy, and I have been going through so much this year that it just had to be put on the back burner, and it makes me like sad in a way to like realize how much I've put this off. And for different reasons, but like one of the main reasons I started my whole YouTube channel was because I was in such a place in my life where I was so lonely and I just wanted to be creative and to push myself to do something new and maybe to find some type of community of some sort. And like I look back at those videos and like they're a little tough. And I feel like that's just the reality of anyone who posts online. Like you look back at your past content, if you will, and inevitably I feel like it's going to be cringy because every, year or era of your life you're going to go through different seasons, and I think that's really natural to look back on like past years and seasons of your life and be like, I can't believe I was like that as a person or like whatever, but I think there's something beautifully vulnerable about just talking and posting it online, and I don't know, it's just one of those days. We've gotten our first snow for the past 2 days, and anyone who knows me in the real world knows how much I love snow and how much it means to me. And I know snow is not for everyone, but there's something about it that every time I see it, and I don't know if I feel like I've talked about it on my YouTube channel. I feel like there's gotta be videos somewhere on my YouTube channel of me talking about snow, so I'm sorry that I'm probably just repeating myself, but I think I'm just really in a season of my life right now that just wants to feel peace and calm and safe. And I didn't think I'd start crying in this YouTube video. I think a lot of me, and I don't know. I don't know if this is the video where I begin to talk about everything that I've been going through, or if I'm saving that for another video. But I think I've just gone through so much this year, and I think so much of me is tired. I think a lot of me is tired, and like I just want a break or a chance to breathe. I feel like on like most days I get like these little glimmers of like maybe this is like my break, and I'm like gonna feel like I can take a full breath. So I know it sounds cheesy, but I feel like the snow the past 2 days has given me that sense of like peace and comfort. I'm so sorry. I need to go blow my nose real quick. So yeah, just very grateful for the snow. And it's like the tiniest ah I keep thinking that I'm like tapering the tears and then all of a sudden they come again and I'm not prepared. So we're just gonna embrace it. I'm gonna apologize right here and now. There's gonna be tears in this video and they're probably gonna keep happening, so if it's not your kind of video, just click off. But the snow right now feels like just a little piece of like finding me again. And it's really nice. It's really nice. So yeah, nothing else really to report today. I don't really know why I wanted to start a video today. I feel like I had ideas and thoughts and I can't really remember what they were before I started the video. I am currently going to eat dinner. I made myself a little rotisserie chicken wrap, and I have some ranch to dip it in, and I have some pink lemonade because anyone who knows me knows how much I love pink lemonade. This might be one of the reasons why I started this video, actually. One of the best compliments that was meant to be an insult that I've ever received was someone comparing me to Pink Lemonade. And it was a previous coworker of mine, and we didn't get along very well. And I am not perfect. I had my fair share, and the reason why we didn't get along very well. But towards the end, we tried to like make it as neutral as possible, I felt like. And anyway, at the end of us all working together, we had to go around and I don't know how to describe it. Like, not like, I guess like we had to like describe each other in like a theme. And this coworker chose pink lemonade. And this coworker had no idea that pink lemonade is one of my favorite drinks. It's been one of my favorite drinks ever since I was a little kid. And their reasoning for describing me as pink lemonade was because, and I'll never forget, they were like, pink lemonade is known to be, and I'm gonna butcher what they said, but they said something along the lines of like, pink lemonade is known to be a sweet, fun drink. And while most people enjoy pink lemonade, not everyone does. And they basically told me that despite the fact that I wasn't everyone's cup of pink lemonade, I remained to be pink lemonade. And I think it was definitely like a backhanded compliment at the time, and it has stuck with me literally since they told me it. And that was back in, gosh, I want to say like 2018. So for like 6 or 7 years now, like it's been like in the back of my head, especially anytime I drink pink lemonade. And it just makes me giggle sometimes. Because I suppose it's a very cliche saying to hear that you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And that was essentially what they were telling me when they told me that I was pink lemonade to them. And they straight up told me that they didn't like pink lemonade. So it was like definitely like a backhanded compliment, but it was just like, I think just a good reminder for every workplace that I've been in since that like, as much as in my core, I want to be friends with everyone and get along with everyone, and I do my best to be on at least neutral terms with everyone that I work with, at the end of the day, some people are just not going to be your cup of pink lemonade, or they're not going to want your cup of pink lemonade. And I think the key in what that coworker was telling me was the fact that I just remained pink lemonade. I didn't change to become regular lemonade or to become iced tea mixed with lemonade. You know, like I just remained pink lemonade. And I think that's just really been like a through line in different like environments that I've been in, and especially in the job that I'm in now, that I don't have to let anyone like dim my light in that kind of way. I can keep being pink lemonade, and if you don't like it, then it's kind of like the let them theory, you know? Like if, you know, if they don't like my pink lemonade, then let them. I don't have to change that. You don't have to like it. And I think that's been a very healthy mindset that I've had, at least in my current workplace. And I think that's definitely like shown the past 2 days for me because, like I was saying at the beginning of this video, snow is typically not everyone's favorite weather, and I totally understand why. I'm not naive to understand why snow is unpleasant or treacherous at times. But for me, it makes me happy, and it lifts my mood, even if everyone else's mood around me is really down about it because it's not their ideal weather. And I think some people might have been a little confused why the past 2 days I've been so, I guess, happy compared to how I've been for a minute now. And truly, I look forward to it. I think this is how a lot of people feel in any type of weather that's their favorite, you know? For me, I wake up and like it's still dark outside, but because the snow is covering everything, light reflects off snow so beautifully and you can see everything so well. Leela, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. My roommate's cat's kind of freaking out, so sorry if you can hear me out in the background, but and I don't know, that just starts my day off so well. It's like any day that I go to work and the sun's rising, like it just starts my day off so well of like, wow, this is so beautiful. And Leela is literally, she's got the zoomies right now. Just looking at God's creation and everything he's made, like to me, it's just so, not just beautiful, but just so calming to like, it makes me feel very present. Like I'm not thinking about the future. I'm not thinking about the past. I am living in this current moment of, I'm just taking in my surroundings. I'm seeing how the snow is covering every branch. I'm seeing the frozen crunchy leaves on the ground. I'm seeing how the very fluffy light snow is just kind of like misting off my car as I'm scraping it off the car. I'm seeing my breath because it's so cold outside. And also, like, the other thing I'm seeing is just how, to me, how calm the world gets. And I know that's really not a lot of people's experience when it comes to snow. Like, it is quite the opposite. It's not a calming experience to them. But for me, everything just slows down. And I don't know if it's just because, to me, I get into that mindset of I have to slow down. Like, I make sure I wake up earlier because I want to make sure that I can get all the snow off my car and my car warms up before I have to drive. I make sure I leave earlier so I can get to my workplace on time because I'm going to be driving slower. Like, my whole mindset completely shifts when it's winter and it's snowing. I'm slowing down, I'm feeling more present, I'm taking in my surroundings, I'm looking at how beautiful everything is, and it's just so calming. And it's one of those things where it's like, I'm typically alone in these moments, but I don't feel lonely. I feel so calm and like I can breathe. And yeah, there's probably like 10 billion things I could be working on, should be working on, should be worried about. But right now in this moment, I have to be so focused on the fact that I need to get to work safely. And so that means I have to do all these steps to prepare and to make sure that I can, to the best of my ability, get to work safely. And like, that's my only thing that I have to worry about right now. And then I'll worry about the rest later. And I don't know, it just makes me really slow down and take everything one step at a time. And so, yeah, I think these past 2 days have just been like the breath of fresh air that I've needed. I keep talking and I haven't had any of my dinner yet. I can't believe I've almost been talking for 20 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is a video clip or just I'm going to post this by itself. I don't know. But just a segment of a reminder to maybe slow down for anyone who needs to hear it. Like, I keep watching these YouTube videos or listening to these podcasts about how people truly treat winter like hibernation. And I feel like that really resonates with me. Just like the idea of like preparing for winter and then also just truly resting and rehabilitating during winter. Like, I think it's just a really good time to, honestly, this might be controversial, but to say no. Like, to me, I love to say yes to things. I do. But I can overextend myself most of the time in my life. And then maybe I go through some periods where I'm saying no and I could be saying yes more. But there's something about winter as a season where I'm like, yes, there's so many fun things you can do and plan. And I still love to do things with people in winter, don't get me wrong. But there's something about winter where to me it's almost like a season of like hesitating to say yes. I'm not saying you have to say no all the time, but to me, I'm probably more prone to saying no just because I need to take care of myself. I need making sure I go to bed, honestly earlier than I normally do. I need making sure that I'm eating well, that I'm getting all my vitamins. I want to make sure that I'm moving my body outside of my workplace because I just think our bodies are asking a lot more of us in winter in order to keep up with everything. And I feel like when we stretch ourselves too thin, I have very much witnessed this, especially last year. I was sick so much last winter, and I think it was because I was spreading myself way too thin. And there's something about the idea of just being like, no, I have to take care of myself first. And some people don't have that problem. I have that problem, and I'm sure other people who experience people pleasing problems have that problem. So I don't know if this is just a good reminder for anyone who needs to hear it that it's okay to say no. I feel like there's a lot of content online about say yes. Let's make this year the year you say yes. And it's like, yeah, that's great, especially if you're the person who always says no, then yeah, if you want to experience new things, then yes, challenge yourself to say yes. But this is for the people who typically don't have a problem saying yes. Anyone in the room? Raise your hand. I'm looking at you because hello, that's me. Hello. That has been a vocal stem from my roommate and I, is the James Charles clip of him going, hello! Something with, like, I think Diet Coca-Cola. Hello! Anyway, yeah, that's for you guys. If anyone is watching this and needs to hear that, that's for you. Let me be the reminder that it's okay to say no. I don't know why we have to be such a yes society. It's okay to protect your peace. It's okay to protect your health, your wellness, your sleep routine. It's okay to protect all of that. And yeah, I will say seasonal depression is a real thing for people, especially with the sun being down more often. So yes, still make plans with people. I'm not saying completely say no to everything, but it's okay if, like, on the scale of things, you now start leaning more towards no more of the time. But I just feel like this season asks so much more out of you than other seasons, in my opinion. I don't know if there's any science behind that to back that up. That's just my opinion on how I view the seasons. And I love winter. I don't, you know, I understand that that's like what comes with winter. Like that's just a reality of it. I'm not saying I wouldn't want winter because this is happening on the side. I still want winter. I still love this season and this time to really reprioritize. Speaking of which, I'm gonna blow my nose again. So anyhow, speaking of reprioritizing myself, I am very sore and very tired because I have been putting in hella overtime hours because we are super understaffed and I just don't have the heart to leave my coworkers in a bind most days. So I'm gonna end the video here, eat my dinner, watch my show, drink my pink lemonade. And again, I don't know if this will ever see the light of day on my YouTube channel. Whether this is a solo video by itself or this is included in a much larger video, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever make a video explaining my absence. I don't know. Apologies if this was kind of a rambly video all over the place. I feel like I very much needed to have this release, and I'm glad I listened to my desire to want to film myself again, even though I don't think I've filmed myself in months at this point. So yeah. What was that thing I used to say at all the end of my YouTube videos? I used to have like a phrase that I would say at the end of every video. Do I need to get my iPad? What was it? My iPad is dead. Okay, we're gonna look this up real quick on the TV. This goes to future Liz. If you see the fact that oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She just parkoured off my plate. I'm so glad that didn't go anywhere. That's crazy. I wonder if that caught on the video. Anyway, this goes to future Liz, that if you see the fact that I typed in my name on the YouTube channel on the TV, that was for this video. Crazy how I forgot that, because the way that I say that for every YouTube video, and it used to be so ingrained up here. So sorry if it's a little rusty or a little off what I normally say, but I think it goes along the lines of this. So as always, I hope you guys have a good day, and if you're not, that's okay too. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!